Hello there, Hot Wheels collectors. This, no, it's not a Flora tub. I found this whilst rummaging around up in the loft. Now, up in the loft, I also have a lot of my old track sets, which are broken, incomplete, or just not there, but they've just been put up there for the sheer hell of it. I found this and I thought, what on earth is that? I don't remember that being there. I just thought it was small pieces for the tracks. Nope. Okay. In there, as you can probably see, is just a load of bits and pieces. This is from 1999-2000. It's a buildable Hot Wheels car? I don't remember. The only two bits missing from it is the exhaust side pipes and the wheelie bar at the back. But it definitely is Hot Wheels because it comes with this little keychain. Now it has a flat thingy. It has a star cross thing, it has a wrench, and it also has an Allen key type thing. What exactly does it build though? Well, it can build two things. It can build a monster truck or a street dragster. Now, this is the basic shell of it. Very basic indeed. It is literally very basic. That's as basic as you can get. Chassis and bits of interior. So what do we need to do? We need a body. Now I think this is based on the 32-33 Roadster. Either way, it is very nice, and I have cleaned this up a bit because it was covered in yellow paint from childhood use and also a bit sticky. But anyway, you may notice that on these various bits and pieces there are little notches and little bits and pieces where stuff goes. There's also screw holes. We'll come back to that later. So first of all, we want to basically pop it into place on the back here. As you can see, it fits on the back there. So, ooh, a bit stiff from years of not being played with. There we go. Nice click. And also as well, it lifts up. Ooh, how cool is that? So you can actually lift it up so you can see into the interior. That's pretty cool. Okay, next we need the engine, which is a solid lump of metal. And here it is. Ooh, here it is. And we'll lose it. There it is. Very basic engine. It also has a screw in the top there, which can come out and can be lost. So you basically lift up the body, you then put the engine into there, and then using the screw device, you can use either the wrench bit or the cross bit. I prefer to use the wrench bit because I'm doing this on camera. So in it goes once you've screwed it in. Unfortunately, some of these will pop a little bit, so I have to not screw them up 100%. But there we have an engine. What do we need next? Why, we need, of course, the bonnet. And this is why I think it's a 30 Ford, because of that little thing on the front there. Pretty cool. So again, same thing. Find the front rivets, pop it into place, boom, like that. It did have fenders at the side. That's the other thing missing as well, I've just suddenly realised. There was a little bit where the screw is on the front there. That was for the front fender bits. Bit of a bummer that. Anyway, next we can add the roof. So it's going to either be a soft top or a hard top. I don't think the roof was meant to be removable, but it removed anyway. But either way, there it is with the roof on. Now what are we now missing? We've got the engine, we've got sort of like the chassis, the body on. Oh yeah, we need wheels. Now for the wheels we have two choices. We either have dirty, great big, sort of like huge monster truck wheels with a dirty, great big, huge things, or it could be one of them like sort of like swamp buggy mobiles. Or we can have sensible. Oh, I do have the drag thingy in here. Oh, I'm sorry, I do have the drag thing. So it's just the side pipes and the fender grille at the front. Or we can have cool little street racing wheels. Now there is a specific way that these both go round. So again, what you do is you basically screw it on so that they are attached. You then take the little Allen key wrench thing and you basically wrench it in until it's nice and tight. Now it's nice and solid in there. I have tightened these up to the point where basically they will click off a little bit because the ratchet bit has gone. But there we go. Also as well, the wheels are slightly chewed, but hey, who cares? Now, defining which way these go round, thankfully, well, I've already, oh no, it fits. There we go. So that's perfectly on there. So next we have these ones which go into the front, which can be attached onto there. But hey, hold on a minute, we need some screws to hold these into place. These are little screws, which of course fit into there to hold it into place. Now these are officially to come undone. Some of the screws have got little washers on them. So here we go with the cross member. I don't know what you would use the flat bit for, because I haven't found a use for that yet. I suppose that's if sort of like stuff gets a bit stuck or wedged, you can sort of like basically pull it on. There we are. Fairly tight but not too tight. That's in good and proper. Because otherwise, if we don't actually have the piece attached, it'll just fall off like that. And that's something you don't want to do. So we have some little cool rubberized wheels, which have treads on them. That's really cool. Look at that, real little treads. Cool little wheels. The chrome on these is pretty much gone because, again, I used to play with this a lot. I used to love sort of like customising it and playing with it. So on go the wheels. Now, I am going to keep this in this little flora tub because it is very useful, but I might sort of like exchange it and put it into somewhere else. But because there are a few bits and pieces that go with it that can easily get lost, I will sort of like put it in another box. But I think I might keep it like that for the moment. Screw it up. Oh no, you hear that? So I hear that click. That means that it's a case of the ratchet can't screw on properly. But there we go. However, we are missing two pieces. Well, 4 pieces, but 2 pieces, like I say, have gone missing. First of all, we have, of course, the little wheelie bar at the back, which of course fits onto there, like that, and then nearly lost the key part. You would screw into there like that, and that is now in there nice and proper. Just push it in a little bit more, tighten it up, and now you can officially do some wheelies without sort of like tippling over and damaging your priceless motor. But also as well, you can add, you notice there's a little hole in the bonnet there. You could also add a cool set of little side pipes. Now with the pipes, they are quite hard to get in. You have to have the screw centered in the right place because, as you can see, it sits perfectly in the little screw hole. So if you haven't quite got it right, I think that's probably what this little flat bit was for, is so you can basically manoeuvre the engine a little bit, but that hasn't quite worked. So we're going to have to untighten the engine a little bit, move it a little bit like that. That's it. Tighten the engine up, and it should. Now, it doesn't matter which way round the pipes go, but usually the pipes are facing that way. And there we go. So the only thing that is missing is, like I say, some side exhaust, which is what these little holes here would have been for, and also as well the front bit, which would have had sort of like fenders that went over the wheels. Unfortunately, those bits got lost or got broken. So anyway, let's now undo these and stick on the monster wheels. The only unfortunate thing is the fact that you do have to unscrew this. I'm not going to do it 100% though because I haven't got much time. But anyway, here are the monster wheels. So it's the same procedure. Just literally sort of like screw them on. And of course tighten them up. Now these ones you do have to be careful with. But again, this is a really cool product. I don't know how old this is, but like I say, it's probably from sort of like I remember playing it with this in the early 2000s. So I mean, this is definitely really cool. And like I say, Hot Wheels were producing a lot of oddity stuff back in the day. Now one of the problems you do have, of course, with this is the fact that as you're tightening it, the wheels might get slightly in the way. So you don't want to tighten it up too much, but there we go. Now that is absolutely awesome. That looks really cool. Because it's actually missing the front fender, we could switch the other parts over. So let's do that quickly. We're running out of time here. Ah, no, you can't. They did actually think of that. I thought you could switch them around, but unfortunately you can't, so they did actually think about that. Anyway, that's what it would look like with sort of like the other wheels on the back. I mean, you can have the drag bar if you want to. Like I say, it was a really cool product, and I'd really like to learn some more information on it. So if you do have any information, please do feel free to sort of like leave a comment below. Anyway, thanks for watching, and this is absolutely cool. I don't know what they were called either. I think they were called either Builder Hot Wheels or buildable Hot Wheels, something like that. But anyway, thanks for watching.